but you got to eat a taco. Let's eat this and get out of here, man. I'm getting full.
I'm gonna have
I don't want to eat any more tacos. Feeling comes up. It comes up quick.
I hit the taco wall.
Yeah. Ugh. Boom. Take like one sniff of it. You're like, this tastes like dog shit.
Of course, I found the girthiest taco that they had in the bag.
Mr. Mm-hmm.
Let's take a minute out of our day and watch some Garbage Time.
Sports fans, it's garbage time.
This week we're taking a look at the passionate world of video gaming. Should video games be considered a sport? Yes, video games should be considered a sport. They are rooted in competition, involving athletic ability, requiring practice and physical activity, taking place in stadiums, and are cheered on by die-hard fanatics. Video games and the nerds that play them check all the required boxes. There's competition, wins and losses.
Hello, and welcome to this week's segment of Sean in the Woods. So the last 2 weeks, someone has traded a wide receiver to my opponent. And they've gone off on Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football and have been the reason I've lost by like 1.5 points or 2 points. This has to stop. If anyone trades Pete, a wide receiver this week, when no one is looking at the draft party, I will pee in your drink. Just a little. But enough. It's my promise to you. So, thank you. Have a good day.
And we're live right now, like we're on the air, we're on the line. Podcast Mayhem episode 42, right? Maybe it's been a year or so at least. It's been a while. I don't know, 10 months, a year. So me and Pete just spent over an hour troubleshooting all the.
Sorry guys, I've been talking, but I've also been muted. So.
All right, well, off to a good start.
Technical
I was
difficulties.
just saying we just spent an hour.
You weren't muted.
Trying to fix
just
stuff.
me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
So you're having
At least
conversations with yourself.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's frowned upon as much as it used to be, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm like going full dummy on this.
Dude, it's been a while,
Okay.
but this episode was pretty much set up priorly. I had the logos loaded already into OBS from when we were going to do it at the end of the season. So 42 got delayed. This just became the newest episode.
Yeah, it was easy because we already had all the stuff made from 10 months ago, right? For episode 42, so. All right, well, we're here. Week 1 is over. This is the 2023 year for the Rickman. Right now, currently Joe's the champion, holding on to the Rickman out in Texas. So
In San
we'll have to change that. Someone else needs to get it, not Joe.
Yep, no Joe.
You know, I mean, obviously I want to win it, but I do love to see a newcomer that does not have their name on the Rickmen get it. So
It would be
I'm always
awesome to put it up in Fort Worth for a year.
well, Pete. You know I'm rooting for you, buddy.
I know.
Especially after week 1. I just after the old rivalry and stuff, just
At least I only play you once this year, so that's good.
oh man, who picks that schedule where we only play one time?
Maybe playoffs? I don't know.
All right, so I don't know. You're running the show. What do you want to do, Pete?
Dude, want to get into some standings?
Yeah,
All right, let's
do
see.
it. Of course.
Everything is trial and error right now. All right, we got some standings up right now. Half of us are 1-0, and the other half are 0-1. Coming out with the wins last week, we had Donnie, Joe, Terry, Sean, Angel, and Justin. And then the rest of us losing big on the other side. It was a weird week. Definitely a very weird week.
Yeah. Overall, like there was I don't know. It was really low scoring. Weird people scoring high. I don't know. It was a bad offensive week for sure across the NFL.
Yeah, it was definitely. Well, you had some nice plays going on, but other than like streaming, it was like pretty much normal people were pretty terrible. Herbie was pretty terrible for me. I think Lamar Jackson was pretty terrible for Joe. You know, like quarterbacks that you were really building your team on just did not perform.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. So we'll see what happens. There was a lot of injuries this week. We'll get into later, and a lot of people moving around already, even just after week 1. So I have no idea who's going to do well and who's going to do bad, honestly, because I think Derek has a great team, but he didn't do well last week. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Last week was kind of fluky, but on the other side of things is it led people to spend a lot of fab, so we could cover that as well.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did.
So you had a few people with 100 that didn't do much, but then after that it falls off, and I mean Terry put in bids. Let's see, Steven went haywire and just went nuts with picking up stuff.
Yeah, we had he spent $30 on Kyron Williams, running back out of Los Angeles, and Joe was the only other person to put in for him. So I thought that was kind of interesting. He did have a good week, but you never know with the Rams backfield what's going to happen. So
no, not at all. And Stafford looked good.
Yeah. He's I mean, it's only been 1 week, so you can't really tell. So we'll see what happens. You never know. All these players that everyone's picking up week 1, they could turn into nothing. They could be a Dearness Johnson. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen?
I talked to some people at school, and they said that they had Puka go for like almost 80% of like total fab. So in our league, that's $80 that they would have spent on Puka.
Holy cow!
Which is insane.
Steven picked him up for $22, so that was a good pickup for sure. I picked up Van Jefferson last week, but obviously he's not the man with Cooper Kupp on IR, so
he could be. We'll see.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. So some more fab. We had Sean pick up Josh Kelly from the Chargers for $28, which surprised me because Sean is usually pretty stingy with his monies, and I don't know why he went so hard on this. Because Austin Eckler being injured, potentially missing this next week, but he didn't want Joe to get him, is what I assumed.
Yeah, that's what he had said on one of our chats. Or it was like blocking Joe was in the Discord. So.
Well, he spent almost a third of his fab blocking Joe, even though no one else bid on him except Steven for $3. So he went. But you never know. You don't know who's going to bid
you got
what.
Yourself
so
an RB.
Yeah. And I mean, if Austin Eckler does go down, maybe it'll be worth a win at least for 1 week. Who knows?
Yeah, there were a lot of little injuries, like little pickups and stuff because of some unexpected things. Like tight ends were deficient because you didn't have Mark Andrews and you didn't have Travis Kelce. So
right,
there's a little bit of we're starting the year with some pretty decent injuries.
Yeah, which it made Terry go out and pick up Gus Edwards for $16 because he lost his main guy or one of his main running backs, J.K. Dobbins, to I think torn Achilles is what happened. So pretty rough.
We'll get into that. And then Devon A. Chain went to Justin for $8, and Angel also placed a bid at $6. So I guess people are riding that A Chain train, even though Mostert seems to be the lead back there.
Yeah, Mostert seems like he has the handle on the backfield for now. So, but you never know. We'll see what happens.
And then Hayden Hurst had a good game, and Steven picked him up for $7. It's like Steven's doing a rebuild on Fab from his draft already.
He didn't have the best keeper choices, so I think he's just trying to get going hard from the gate. So we'll see.
Sully picked up Jordan Love for $2. T.J. Watt went to Joe for $3. I do think the Jordan Love pickup is interesting, but
well, I think Sully had Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah.
That was his quarterback. Okay. Poor Sully.
Yeah, that sucks. And then DeForest Buckner, we had Steven spend another $1, and then you picked up Brock Purdy.
Yeah, it was just a homer pick, just in case. I like to have some options because Dak Prescott, he didn't look the best. So.
All right, well, let's do a Donut Lord update.
Oh yeah, the Donut Lord. That looks better. That looks better for a lot of the people that are not doing well in our main standings, for sure.
At the top, we got Sully, followed by Kiefer and me. We got Timmy and Morgan and Joe following up into the 6th spot. And then we got Pacifico, Justin, Derek, and Terry, Steven, you, and then Angel, and then Sean is in last place.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so last year Joe won, right?
Yes.
The Donut Lord, and the year before that Sean won. So, yeah, the winners are not in the top 5. The previous winners. I like to see Morgan and Pacifico up there because they're kind of the extra folks that join in on the Donut Lord. It's just fun to see them at the top. So I hope they do well. I like to see them too do well.
Dude, it's perfect for Pacifico. He can just set it and then not touch it again.
Exactly. That's why he's making that face in that picture. He's excited about it. Yeah, I was like, bro, are you gonna do the Donut Lord? And he's like, he didn't message me back. And then I was like, hey man, if you're not gonna do it, that's okay. I'm just gonna make your team like a robot or something. And he's like, bro, I already sent you $5 like 2 weeks ago.
He was excited for it to be back.
He was. He's excited. For sure.
I thought about reaching out to him to do some it's been a while since we've done a shirt, so reach out for a design.
Oh yeah, he's a good artist, man. He does some good stuff.
I'm sure he would be able to do something pretty sweet.
He's really good at anime style art. He can make you an anime style Pigskin Mayhem shirt.
It's like, who also is good at art?
Oh, who's that?
Sean.
Is this time for the best pickup of the week with Sean?
For the best pickup of the week with the Sean Fruit People. All right, let's bring up most points.
Hey,
it's you.
Hey,
with Rashid
Sorry,
Shaheed.
Pete. I know, Rashid Shaheed. Say that 5 times fast.
This is a great pickup. I mean, it was a good stream, and it worked out very well for you. I think he gave you 22 points or something, or it's 21.64.
Yeah. I don't know. I just went with my gut, and I was like, I lost Cooper Kupp to IR, so I'm just streaming wide receivers now. Here we go. It's gonna be like this every week. It's gonna be ups and downs, highs and lows.
I watched him early on in the game, and he had no points, and I was like, all right, this is going well. And came back later, and I was like, what has happened?
Like, wait a minute.
This nobody is just taken off. Oh, you got a Stanley Cup now.
Oh man, it's not Stanley. It's like a knockoff, But basically the same. I'm a basic bitch. I got the Stanley Cup. So.
Got my emotional support mug with me today.
Yeah. Hey, it's good to have that. I need to get something to drink though. I have no drinks in the house. Usually we open up this with what are you drinking? I have no drinks.
I don't have much alcohol here right now, so.
Yeah.
And it's also this is an afternoon show. We have to do stuff.
It's almost 5 o'clock. It's okay. All right, so least points for
Oh, I
this
got
week
this.
is I don't know if it's pulled up or
It
not,
is. It's
but
up.
it's Joe with Jake Ferguson. So good
Excellent
job,
work.
Joe. Yeah, I mean,
This
I
is
I assume that was due to Mark Andrews being injured. So
yeah. This is a yep, Mark Andrews. But he didn't need him because he still won.
no, he did. He did. Everyone scored low though. Like, I mean, I mean Joe scored I think second highest, but overall like the average score was like got to be in like the 80s, I would imagine. It was not
Yeah.
very good this past
It's
week.
like I would have beat every team in the league except for Joe and you.
Yeah, that's just unlucky matchup for you this past week. You had a great week, so
Yeah, it was all right.
it is what it is though. It is what it is. All right, what's next? The Mayhem minute.
Yeah, we can do some quick news. The most interesting came out of last Thursday game for me was that the Lions beat the Chiefs, and it was a good game. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to watch it. I was at work, but I assume based off the highlights that it was fantastic.
Are you gonna watch tonight's game? Or are you gonna watch Eagles and Vikings?
I plan on it. Yeah, right after this, I'm gonna go up and get some dinner going with Tab, and then watch some football.
Justin Jefferson looked so miserable at the last game, so I kind of want to see how this one goes and see what's going on, and if maybe we do have a down year for Joe maybe in the works, which would be pretty cool.
I don't know. I mean, I do love to see Joe lose, especially after he dominated last season. So.
And then the next news minute is Cooper Kupp. Your own Cooper Kupp was placed on IR, out for 4 weeks at least. That's got to be a tough one for you.
Yeah, I don't really have much depth at wide receiver, so kind of sucks. I gave up a lot to get Cooper Kupp last year, and it hasn't paid off yet, but we'll see what happens.
And then we also had Angel lose Travis Kelce for last week for a bone bruise, so that could be a multiple-week thing. I don't know if he's what they're saying about him this week, but I'm sure he'll be back pretty quickly. I think Kittle's had those before multiple times when I've had Kittle.
Yeah, it's like a 1 to 3 week thing. It just depends on the severity of it. He'll be back, I'm sure. He's a pretty tough guy.
Dude, and then this news is in the maybe skip, but it's like two of the biggest injuries for the.
I know why.
I don't know why.
Did Sean do this?
So last Sully's Aaron Rodgers is out for the season with a torn Achilles tendon, which is just so disappointing in every single way.
Did you see the video of it?
Yeah.
Did you see it actually snap? You could like see it up into his calf. It was pretty gnarly.
I didn't see
It was
that part. I only saw what was on TV. Like I saw it live, then the replay.
Oh no, they showed like a slow motion, and it was like you could see it snap and pop into his calf, and like his whole calf jiggle. It was pretty gnarly. Like
That's intense.
yeah, it was pretty rough to watch. It was one of those things that make you cringe, you know. So, I didn't. The J.K. Dobbins one, I don't think there's any video of that. It was just one of those things that happened. But I don't know if Gus Edwards, Justice Hill is the one that stepped in and had the big game last week after J.K. Dobbins went down. So it's probably going to be a committee backfield, I would imagine. I like Gus Edwards more than Justice Hill, so I think Terry made a good choice picking him up. So.
I do too. Definitely. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what actually happens with that team after that first game. I don't really want to judge the Ravens after that first game, but there wasn't much production on the offense whatsoever.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's week 1. I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully I go to the playoffs. That's all I care about, really. So, I do like seeing all the fab get spent in week 1. So hopefully that continues. Hopefully that continues.
That makes it so much easier for the rest of us. Just like pick us.
Right. Yeah, I'd love to see a good trade soon, especially with all these injuries.
I've been looking.
Yeah, I know Sully needs a quarterback. I'm hurting for wide receiver. There's a lot of some folks out there.
I feel like my depth is very limited on positions. I just feel like it's just not. I think running back's probably the best for me, but I think that wide receiver I just don't feel good about.
I kind of feel like wide receivers have kind of become more of the the points hogs over having running backs the past couple years. So I don't know. If you have like the best receivers, I feel like you're doing better, you know. It used to be running backs, but it's kind of flip-flop.
Well, I was eyeing Garrett Wilson all offseason trying to figure out how to swing Garrett Wilson. You know, that's no longer on my list of to-do things after that Aaron Rodgers injury.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You're
That sucked for his value.
And
I think that was Steven, right? Steven has him?
Yeah, I think so. They I saw on like shows they were talking about like what would you trade him for? And it's like, would you trade him for T. Higgins? Like what are you looking for?
Man, that sucks.
Because you just got to go now and hope that Zach Wilson is the man.
Well, whatever anyone's, you know, whoever they're trying to get, whatever position they're trying to fill, Terry might have the answers. Because he did some deep dives for us. If you want to get those rolling.
I would love to. All right, here we go.
It's time for Terry's deep dive picks. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Terry. That was, man.
Thanks, Terry.
That was some, you know, usually when I watch Terry's deep dives, I do get kind of sleepy, and I see why now. I think I know why now. He's got a very, very soothing voice. I didn't really get anything out of that one. I don't think he really gave us any good information.
What do the
as he
firecrackers
usually
mean?
He's sending us some kind of signals. I don't know what they are. Smoke signals. Who knows? Don't know. But I don't know, man. I think like it's like a short show today. It's like the warm-up show. We spent an hour with technical difficulties trying to even get started.
I was like, I have try out
we don't have
a few
much to
things.
talk about.
Like, throw up the Coinstar logo real quick, get that out of the way.
Oh yeah, see.
Yeah, I think we'll have more stuff next
So
week.
that
But
makes-
this was
it makes
just
sense.
a bunch of weird happenings.
Oh yeah, you know what you didn't talk about or even prepare for was the weekly matchups. So we'll have to start that next time because
The picks are done.
someone forgot to make a graphic for that stuff. So
I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't on my agenda.
it was me. I forgot. I'm sorry.
I definitely
But-
did not put it on our sheet either, so whatever.
But anyways, we did pick our weekly winners who we think are gonna win. So we'll talk about that next time. Yeah, next week. So next Wednesday, right? Episode 43 next
Yeah,
Wednesday
I
night.
think episode 43 should be next Wednesday. I don't think I
Yeah.
have any exams on Thursday, so this should be great.
Perfect. Well, I got nothing else, man. I'm gonna get some food and watch the game tonight. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everyone.
Uh,
I'm going to throw up some Sean and get out of here.
All right. Episode 43. Woo!
We're out.
All right.
Hold on.